welcome back to today's lesson. Now, today we're going to be talking about how to mine the connections of thought leaders in your industry and your competitors. In the previous lesson, we talked about how to connect with prospects that might not be very active on LinkedIn, but they might be active on other social media networks. So if they're not active on LinkedIn and this is a really valuable prospect, you can definitely connect with people on a social network where they're a lot more active. So today, we're just really looking at another way that you can find prospects on LinkedIn that is not as obvious as just going to the advanced search. So let's get right to it. Now here we are back on LinkedIn. So what we want to do, and this is just going to be an example. So, pick a thought leader in your industry, somebody that has an audience that follows them that would be your ideal prospect. So in my case, I'm going to just say Ali Brown. She's a really well-known women's business coach, and there's a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners who follow her who would be really good leads for me. So I've already connected with her. So step one is connect with the thought leader or competitor whose connections you want to mine. And then you just want to click on their connections. And down here, it's going to take you to that. And, we can get really specific. We can say, for example, I'm going to look for CEOs. So I just click CEOs, hit enter, and I've got 528 results. Now I can drill down even deeper with this search and click on advanced search, and I can use the advanced search filters just for her connections. So now, for example, if I just want to connect to second degree connections, I don't want to see results of people I'm already connected to. And these are all brand new leads, and it brings down the search results to 522. So these are all people that I can use the same messaging template that we used in a previous lesson, where we say, hey, I saw that we're both connected to Ali Brown, and I wanted to reach out. Your background is rather impressive, and I thought we would benefit from connecting. I'd love to learn more about your business. And then once they accept that, now you can talk to that person, message them, and try to get them on the phone. And because you have that common ground of that thought leader or competitor, depending on whose connections you're looking at, then that makes them more likely to want to accept your connection and go from there. And this is just another way to use LinkedIn to find prospects that is not as obvious as just literally going to the advanced search on your own. You might find prospects in here that you might have not thought of before that are extremely valuable through your competitors' connections or the connections of a thought leader in your industry. Now, just because you connect with someone, it does not necessarily mean that you're going to have access to their connections. Remember, in the first video, we went over here to privacy and settings, and we changed that setting for ourselves. So some people might have done that too. Most people don't, but in case they do, just move on to the next one until you can use some of these connections who you want to pretty much take, for lack of a better word. Now, I've got mine on only you. The default setting from LinkedIn is your connections. So typically most people that you connect with, you will have access to look at their connections and do advanced searches based off that. But if you don't want people doing this to you, this is again where you would go to change that setting. So what should you do next? Well, now you want to select a thought leader who has your target audience and or a competitor that has your target audience. And one thing to note about your competitors, remember, LinkedIn allows you to put recommendations to people's profiles, so you can see who their clients are by the people that have left the recommendations on their profile. We're going to be talking more about recommendations in other modules. So that's another great way to reach out to the clients or past clients of people that are your competitors or that are thought leaders. Next, you want to reach out to the ideal prospects that you find through their connections. And again, you have the messaging templates. You know how to do a multi-touch campaign now. So you've got everything that you need to reach out, connect, track your leads, get the appointment, and then, of course, earn your badge once you've taken the action. So now, thanks so much for watching this lesson. In the next module, we're going to move on to module 3. We're going to be talking all about additional sales strategies and how to leverage LinkedIn groups. It's going to be a very powerful module, and I can't wait to teach you, because those are going to be amazing strategies that are going to help you drive a lot of traffic, and most importantly, get a lot of leads.